Good morning, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is December 2nd. And on this day in 1984, QB Dan Marino breaks NFL single-season touchdown record when he passes and throws his 37th touchdown for the season. Now, he goes on to finish with 48 touchdowns for that season, and that record stood until Tom Brady came along and then later Patrick Mahomes. But think about that, how long that record stood. And that's 1984, man, when they threw the ball not quite as much, definitely not as much as they do today. I mean, that was the ground and pounds decade. So that's just an amazing record. One of the best quarterbacks ever. And again, never won a championship. Good card value, but somebody to think about. News and chatter. A lot to talk about today, guys, so sit back. It's going to take a few minutes. Hobby injury report. Now, I'm not saying that twice. I'm going to show it to you twice, though. Panini Direct Update, Panini NBA Certified Preview, new line of basketball prints, how it is made video. I'm going to give you links to a lot of this stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time, but I thought it was cool stuff that I wanted to share with you. Today in the hobby, High Roller Top 20, the Hype from Mojo Breaks, and I assume they'll be talking about Prism Breaks, which I'm excited to hear about Prism Football. I'm a Prism Football fan. Also, Prism Retail should be coming out this week. If you haven't seen it already, it's in a lot of places already. So hottest product of the year so far, in my opinion. Really, in 2020, it is the hottest retail product of the year as far as resale value. And then tonight, Sports Cards Live. Jeremy has the Leafs CEO on for that great conversation. I'm sure they'll be talking about the PSA news, which we'll hit on in a moment too. What did you miss yesterday? You're in the junk wax era. Did you know that? Sports Card Investor Charity kicked off December 1st. We'll talk about that. Topps Lost Soccer Rookies. Great review. CMOC Tips, Slab Stocks, 1003, and Bench Clear, all with updates on the PSA news of the acquisition of PSA. And then lastly, last night I was privileged enough to join Personal Finance Dad and had a great time chatting the sports and the hobby with him. Looking forward to being back on the show again in the future. I love those lives, man. And again, for everybody who supports that and comes out, I appreciate it. I can't respond to everybody, but I really appreciate the support, the comments, the questions, man. I'm speechless. Okay, let's jump into the content today. Starting with Hobby Injury Report. This is on Sports Card Investor. This is on the Burrow. This is Chris Hole with physical trainer. Does a great breakdown article here of Joe Burrow injury. And he's been on before with breakdowns of injuries. Talked about Tua before. What I thought's pretty cool here is that he even has a cool little market movers graph showing you. I'm not really Joe. I guess Joe's prices and kind of where they've kind of gone down. But again, really, really enjoyed this breakdown. Now check this out. Boom! Right over here on Card Ladder, you got Sports Card PT. That's Chris again. Same article. Great breakdown, but there's no chart. Come on, you got to giggle at that, Card Ladder. Come on. My boy is using market movers. Hey, I don't want to get you in trouble, Chris. You know this is going to get you in trouble. I love it, though. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Panini, just quick update. First of all, keep in mind, guys, Prism is out, which means you're going to see white sparkle packs come out soon. Normally, those are done with points. They could be money. Wouldn't surprise me. Either one. They're going to be a lot this year. Check this out. The college at National Treasures basketball's out again. I only mention this because I'm going to tell you right now, do not buy this. Well, do what you want to do. But I'm not going to buy this. I am not a fan of college. And I'll even confess, I bought this last year chasing Zion. And in my collection, I have a really beautiful RPA of the number 4 pick overall Hunter, DeAndre Hunter. And it's still in my collection because it's almost worthless. And that's what most college ends up being, guys. So in my opinion, stay away from this. And this is, again, Panini greedy. And I'm watching this to see how much Panini is going to take what they did last year and mirror it to this year. So it looks like they're already off this doing the college the same. Okay, on to the next one. Sports Collectors Daily. Great breakdown real quickly here. I'm not going to spend too much time. You can check this out on Cardboard Connection as well. Certified basketball preview. What I want to bring to your attention I didn't see on Connection was suggested retail price $100. I want you to see that because when this gets priced at $500 a box, I want you to know suggested retail price, which means allocated price. Allocated price is probably around $50 a box, $75 a box. I mean, this stuff's dirt cheap. There's a lot of profit in this. I also can't stand it when you're showing me last year's rookies in the next year's products. This irks me, dude. then don't show me anybody here. But Rui should not be a rookie in next year's product. But here you can go, take a look, some cool stuff, autographs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Beckett. Beckett, nice article here. It's also on Sports Collectors Daily, but I saw here on Beckett First of this new Fleer Prohibition creator launching a new line of limited edition basketball prints. This is going to be interesting. First of all, I'm kind of curious how he's going to get around the licensing restrictions, but these look like they got the jerseys on and stuff. Release caps between seats. They're going to have, what's it called, serial numbering. So this is going to be interesting. And I'm not surprised by this. I'm actually surprised Panini never did anything to art. As much as I give them criticism about not doing anything and being lack of innovation, you think you could do something in the art world, Panini, with basketball. But I am looking forward. I'll keep an eye on that. Okay, last thing I want to show you real quickly. Card Porn. Great channel. And I just absolutely love the name. Card Porn. We all love some card porn. Has a great video here showing them chopping up a jersey and how it gets made into cards, which I thought was really cool. I've always wanted to see this. I'm sure there's more content out there, but hey, shout out Card Porn. Love it. Give Card Porn a sub. He's been on fire, by the way. He's going to break 1,000 before you guys know it. Vegas Finds. Love the video. This is a great video. I watched this twice. First time I watched it because it just was good. Second time I watched it in fast forward, which was even better. You do either one. But what I like about it, he's spot on, man. He's spot on. Let me say that. He's spot on. Doesn't mean there's not an opportunity to have fun, have a collection, make some money. This is a fluid time. It's almost like, to me, this is a game of musical chairs, right? We all know that at the end, everybody's going to sit down and somebody's not going to have a chair. But we're all still playing the game, right? We just love the game. Okay, next up. Sports Card Investor kicked off this 25-day advent calendar where every morning he's going to rip a box on his channel with his elves. And that's, I really love the costumes, man. He's dressed up as a present here. As a freaking present. It's freaking great. And his elves. And they're going to pick one card, the best card of that rip, and going to donate it to charity. And they're doing tots for, I don't know, something this week. First of all, I love this idea. I love seeing this. I think it's great. And it was fun to watch the rip. Who doesn't like to watch wax ripped and listen to somebody talk about it? This is the first box I did select. The Tyler Hero here is number to 25, and that was a card selected. This is a silver Sudeku, a base Zion. Overall, a really good box. My only comment I'll make, Jeff, and Sports Card Investors, guys, just give the whole thing away, man, to charity. Come on. Picking the best card out. Because I'm only thinking to myself, who gets the rest of it? Who's getting that Sudeku? Who's getting that gold second year shy? You know, just give it all to charity. And I encourage everybody else to go, if you're donating to charity this year, he's doing a thing where if you donate $100 to a charity, he'll give you a t-shirt. So I thought that's pretty cool. Shout out to Sports Card Investor. And don't forget to register for the virtual, which starts less than a week away. We'll be talking about that next week. Okay, next up. Great video from LDN Cards. I'm running so behind on time here, guys. I was looking into this. Somebody tipped me off to this. This is on the UK site. They're doing this Lost Rookie set, and they dropped Messi. And I bought a few Messi cards. But what I didn't realize is they also dropped autos, man. And they actually sold out quickly, but they had a Messi auto for $300, which if you follow that, that's actually a really good price. So look for other historical soccer players being dropped on the UK site. That's a tip, on the UK site, not on the US site, only on the UK site. I'm going to give a shout out to E-Man, who tipped me off on that originally, and then LDN, confirmed and basically everybody knows now. All the 5 people who follow my channel at least. I'm just kidding. Next up, CMOC tutorial. Great video. Brad, Comeback Card Investor. I'm not putting his face up here because a lot of people have told me he's too good looking. So he doesn't get FaceTime on my channel anymore. I'm only joking, Brad. But he doesn't even watch my channel. So anyway, great video talking about CMOC. Gave a bunch of tips on using it. It's interesting. He uses their historical pricing a lot more than I do. And I saw something how that costs you money. I want to get that clarified. But I actually thought their historical pricing was trash. But he showed me some good value in it and some other good tips that I liked as well. So really enjoyed that. Let's see. Where? Okay, next up. Whew, man, we got so much to go through. PSA. Okay, I'm not going to talk about every one of these, but there were so many people talking about the PSA acquisition. And for the most part, what I took away were people were bullish. They thought it was positive. They were excited that Nat Turner was the one who bought them because he is a collector and he has a history, which I thought was great. This is 1003. He liked the fact it was a collector. Everybody also had this comment that they thought the backlog would be addressed early, that because now they're going to be private, that's going to be hindering them, and they're going to need to focus on it. A few thoughts that I want to share, and I mentioned this a little bit with Personal Finance Dad, and I'm not disagreeing with this, but first thought, most times a company is acquired, there's a settle time where they have to go through the paperwork, and during that time there's a talent loss. So I'm sure they're doing some retention bonuses, and I hope they're trying to retain graders. But as important and as crazy as grading's coming, if you're a grader at PSA, why are you staying there? There's no stock anymore, right? You're a private company. Why would you stay? And BGS and SGC and ABCDEFG are all going to be hiring you at a lot more money, and you don't have to deal with as much crap that's going on at PSA. I think that's going to be a major impact on the hobby shortly. And I don't think it has anything to do with who it was, but that's just part of the company acquisition, okay? Also, if people think that he's going to change things and speed this stuff up with technology, again, guys, dream again. He might automate the process, maybe add some technology that makes you, it doesn't take 11 weeks to get the cards in the system, but you can't make diamonds overnight. And that's what PSA grading or any grading is. It takes time, which is a precious asset from a specific resource, which are graders. Okay, and I'm concerned if all of a sudden these cards came out of the backlog real fast, that would make me think the quality went down. So let's not rush that. I don't expect there to be any change in that, right? So, and lastly, guys, and I said this on I had the conversation with Personal Finance Dad, which is my last video I'll talk about today. And one thing I mentioned is we really should put more emphasis, if you want to look at the whole problem with grading, guys, the whole problem with grading, I think of economics. Why is there a backlog of grading? The problem lies in lack of competition in manufacturing. Let me say that again. The lack of competition in manufacturing is why we are in the place we are with grading. What do I mean by that? Well, because since you can't get a consistently quality made card that you spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for from manufacturers who sit on exclusive licenses with lack of innovation, who are lazy and refuse to give quality cards, who've done zero innovation in the production quality in the last 30 years, but they've just gone leaps and bounds over layering patches and fat cards and shoes and gloves and helmets and everything in them, but they can't make a quality card for us, right? Think about that. Okay, the same printing techniques where you get bubbles and print lines and to Panini, an 8 is acceptable. What other product, is there a car manufacturer that makes 8s and goes, hey man, that just works for us? No. This is the only place it's happening, guys, and it's happening because there is no competition in sports cards. If these manufacturers were held at a higher value on what they made, if there's competition, if you could go between companies because one's making a superior, let's say for example, Upper Deck started making a basketball product and it started gem rating at a 90%, you think we wouldn't realize that and be, damn, that's the product to buy? Of course we would. That's what we do in the market. We react to the market. So I'm going to get off my rant. And again, if you've made it this far, I really hope you have. Think about this, guys. This has been one thing I brought to this conversation, the hobby, since I started my YouTube channel, and that is that we need to break up these exclusive monopolies. It will have a profound positive trickle-down effect on everyone. Keep that in mind. Have a great night. I hope to see you guys back on some more daily updates. Look for me on some live channels coming up. I got a video coming up on Contenders football and some other stuff. Wow, I went too long.